Hello YouTube. It's been a while since I was on this platform and making some content. There's a number of reasons for that. The last I was on here I was talking about my marathon training and how it was cranking up. I think the last video I made was of the Bohermeen half marathon, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, that may have been the last time that I felt I ran particularly well. Over the last couple of months I've had a lot of things going on, and my training for a couple of weeks seemed to plateau, and then over the last 4 or 5 weeks it just seemed to go backwards. I did a 10k race, I think it's 2 weeks ago this weekend, and I was actually, my average pace per kilometre was slower in that 10k than it was in the Bohermeen half marathon, which was 3 months previous. And there's a number of reasons why that happened. I think the biggest reason probably is I just took my eye off the game. I was doing lots of training. I was doing about, some weeks, I was getting about 50, 60k most weeks. For a couple of those weeks I hit 70k. I think I did a workout every week, a good solid workout. And I did a long run. I think most Sundays, my long runs are supposed to have some structure in them. Quite a few of those Sundays I didn't get the structure part. I just kind of ran easy because, again, for a couple of reasons going on, I just didn't feel it on the day. I just didn't feel that I had the ability, mentally or physically or socially, just to push beyond that. I was running with a running group a couple of times and it just got comfortable, and I decided just to stay with them because that's just what felt better on the day. In years previous, I was well able to just kind of do my warm-up half an hour with those guys and then take off at whatever pace I was supposed to do and then rendezvous back with them for my last half an hour. And I did that a couple of times this year, but there was probably more often than not, I didn't have the mental capacity or the social capacity to leave the guys, and therefore the physiological capacity just didn't progress. Like I said, I was doing the mileage, but I really wasn't present with my training. I was just thinking about other stuff, trying to deal with other stuff. And like I said, I plateaued for a couple of weeks and then I definitely regressed. When I say I regressed, I kind of regressed in terms of my self-confidence and my ability to push myself in those runs. When I was doing that 10k race, which I said, I think I did the 10k in 43:18, which was slow. I think it was 4:21 or 4:18 per kilometre. When I did the half marathon, it was a little bit faster per kilometre, even though it was slightly more than double the distance. And I knew going into that race, before that race started, I knew I wasn't going to run particularly fast. I just wasn't there. I just didn't have the self-confidence. Pretty much is all I can really say. I knew going into that race that it wasn't going to go well. It started pretty well. I was running at 4:07, I think, for the first 2 kilometres, and I thought, yeah, I could definitely hold this pace. And then slowly but surely, every time I looked at my watch as a kilometre went off, it was just getting slower and slower and slower. And my heart rate was fine. I felt pretty good in terms of I didn't have a whole lot of pain in terms of physical pain from pushing yourself. I just had this barrier that I just don't know where it just comes down, and I just could not drive myself, motivate myself to run any faster. And I just got slower and slower as the race went on. I had a fairly decent finish because I got a pretty good kick. So the last couple of 100 meters was pretty fast. But overall, it was a very, very disappointing night and a very disappointing kind of feeling in the weeks leading up to that. And that's probably the primary reason why I wasn't on here doing any videos, because I just felt, like I said earlier, that my self-confidence was just so low in terms of the fact that I just couldn't absorb the training. I couldn't kind of demonstrate to myself that I was getting any fitter, that the training was working per se. And just this week, I saw a video, I watched a video on here by one of my favorite running YouTubers, and it just a switch went in my head, and I just thought, you know what? This talking to the camera and making these videos is something that I really, really enjoy, and training is something that I really, really enjoy. And I've learned over the years that training is kind of to not stress it, to not push it, to not put pressure on myself to kind of do anything weird or wonderful. Probably in years gone past, I might not have went to that 10k race because I kind of thought that I wouldn't have done as well as I did. This year, knowing I wasn't going to do well, I just thought, screw it, I'll just do it anyway, just go and turn up and see how it goes. I did that with the half marathon in Bohermeen and it went really well. I did it with the 10k race and it didn't go well, and that's life, I think, sometimes. You can't always rely on things to go the way you want, and that's something that I'm learning as I get older. So yeah, I took a couple of months actually away from talking to the camera because, like I said, I just wasn't comfortable with it. I felt it's really nice. A couple of people reach out to me on this platform and ask me if I was still training, said they really enjoy my videos, said they really enjoy the blogs, and I kind of, sometimes that makes you feel like you want to get on and talk, and because I love helping other people. I really like helping people, especially when it comes to health and fitness. I think I have a pretty good understanding of human physiology, and I think I can, and this is something that I want to do going forward, I think I can explain that to people and help people progress as I move through this and as I make these videos. It's something that I would like to try and help people understand fitness and how it works. But also I've realized as well that making these videos and this kind of creative outlet, it is just like training. And because my self-confidence was low, I didn't want to come on and talk, because when I get those comments, people reaching out to me saying that they really enjoyed the videos and am I still training, and that they were motivated by what I was doing and could I make some more. You kind of get imposter syndrome sometimes. I think I'm a bit of a fraud sometimes, and then I don't know, you get embarrassed and you think, should I really be making these videos? Is it just an exercise and self-fulfillment? But then, I don't know, that's probably because the self-confidence is quite low. So anyway, confidence is back. I've had a couple of runs this week. I spoke to my coach and I told him about how I was feeling, and he said, look, just knock it all back. I actually called him last week and told him that I was going to just ditch the marathon training and just work on something smaller, like trying to get a quick 5k time or 10k time again. I explained to him that my workouts were just going really difficult and I wasn't progressing. I explained to him that I was cheating on the long runs, I was doing the distance but I wasn't doing the intensity, I was cutting corners. I was just looking for ways to try and make myself feel that I was doing enough, when deep down I knew that I wasn't committed, I wasn't thinking about it, I wasn't present when I was doing my running. And he said to me, look, just take a week, just do what you want this week, just knock it off and just do whatever you want, which is what I've done. And incidentally, kind of accepting the things that are going on that are holding me back, that are things that are happening that there's not much I can do about them. I just decided to just run on feel, just forget about it. I don't even try, I leave my watch on time a day and I just run on feel, and it's felt excellent, and my average pace has been much quicker than what it has been over the past months. So yes, I decided I'd make this video, and hopefully this video can help somebody out there who is struggling a bit with their running, or somebody who is kind of training but feels like they're not getting anywhere. But I think overall I've had a good aerobic effect, because like I said, I did those 2 runs this week and they felt really good. So moving forward, I'm going to finish up this week. I'm going to try and get a little bit more volume done. I'm just going to keep the intensity. Like I said, I'm just going to go out and run, and if I feel like running at whatever pace I feel like going at, I'm just going to run at it. I'm going to try and just remove all the negativity that I've had on my mind over the last couple of months, and just try and focus on the training, on the physiology, on moving forward, on not putting pressure on trying to do certain things. If you get a workout, you get a workout. If I don't, I don't. Realistically now, the time that I had for the marathon, I think is that boat has sailed. I don't think I'll have enough time, enough fitness, enough volume to try and go for that sub 3 hour. I suppose my goal would shift to just try and get a PB, which is anything under 3:08:54, I think is my PB. So if I go under that, again, do I think I'll do it? I don't know. It won't really bother me if it doesn't. All I want to focus on now is getting that fitness up as high as I can, getting as good a base as I can, getting some of those long runs done, putting a bit of structure into them, starting to feel strong again. I haven't felt strong for months. I'm back doing a little bit of strength and conditioning, so I'm really going to build that strength. I'm really going to work on that ability just to express my fitness through running, and then see how I go on the Dublin Marathon. And then from there, the next marathon after that, if I haven't done it, will be just a PB and go after that sub 3. So it will be all goals leading to sub 3 marathon. It's a little lifelong ambition that I want to tick, and I'm definitely on a path that I want to do it. So going forward, this channel is going to be about that. I'm going to start doing much more stuff about running physiology, running exercises, drills, strength and conditioning, all that sort of stuff is going to be coming in this channel over the next couple of weeks. And I'm also going to keep doing the vlogs. So just the weekly vlog of just about what I'm running, how I'm feeling. There will definitely be some where I'm not feeling too good, and there'll definitely be some where I'm feeling great. But sure, that's just the plight of the runner. Everybody who trains feels like that. Some days you go out and everything feels great. Some days you go out and everything feels rotten. For me, it being feeling rotten has just gone on for way too long. I do have some minor health issues that I haven't addressed. I had some blood tests done last week with my doctor, and I'm due to see him on Tuesday morning. Fingers crossed, everything is kind of hunky-dory. Without going into it too much, I'm on this thyroid medication that I started just before the marathon last year, and I found out just 3 weeks ago that my pharmacist has given me the wrong dosage for the past 6 months. I've been on half the amount that I needed to be on. That has been rectified. I've had my blood test done again. Hopefully when they come back next Tuesday, everything is okay. And if it is, all goes leading forward. Part of the symptoms of having that medication too low is I was waking up a lot of mornings with like a low grade achy headache, lots of muscle aches, so just really achy muscles throughout the day, and then lethargy. So when I would go out for a run, I would feel good before I go out, and then literally as soon as I would start running, it was just like the energy just drained right out of my body. So I'm back now, feeling good, and hopefully going forward everything is gonna go to plan, and I can put in a good solid, I think there's 17 weeks of Dublin Marathon, so that is loads of time to get really fit. So on this channel, I'm gonna vlog it, I'm gonna log it, I'm gonna give you lots of different advice on health, fitness, strength and conditioning as we go through. So remember guys, run far, run fast, but most of all, run sensible.